First Christian Church, thank you so much for your prayers and your good thoughts for our heritage trippers on our trip here to West Virginia. We had a great day yesterday as we toured the Campbell Mansion and learned about the history of the founding, but also the history in general of the Christian Church Disciples of Christ. Today, this morning, we took a tour of the Bethany College campus, and then we had a great fun day at Ogilvie Park. Some of us even got to ride horses today. It was a good day. So tonight, as we conclude our devotion time that was led by some leaders in our group, I asked them if they would be willing to be part of this conversation. So I asked the group to be thinking about these two questions. The first one is, what have you learned on this trip? So I'm going to turn the camera to the group, and those that are ready to share can share, and you'll hear what they have to say. Okay. So, what is something that you learned this weekend? Anybody who's willing to say something about something you learned? Yes, Cynthia.
I have learned a lot about the church's background by going to the Campbell Mansion. They had a lot of literature, a lot of knowledge that I didn't know about until now.
Great.
The background of the Campbells and just how they took and built the founders of the Bethel College and all that was very interesting.
Great. Right. Anybody else? Janet?
I learned,
You want to, so you can see your own face, right?
right, not really, no. I think that one of the fun things I learned today was at Bethany College that a lot of their classrooms are outdoors. They have an environmental science course, and they do almost everything outdoors. They keep the old look about the college, but it's very modern with technology.
Great. Anybody else with something that you've learned? One of our youth would be great to have something that you feel like you learned this weekend. Okay, Rodney.
So, as being a chirower back when I was younger, and then coming back as an advisor for the youth, I forgot a bunch of this stuff. But to come back and relearn it, it's neat. And learn some stuff about Alexander Campbell and how he started, the church and all that. So that's neat. And I learned that the college is pretty small. They like to keep it small so they can have like more one-on-one with the students. So that's kind of neat for anybody that doesn't want to go to one of these big, like Ohio State or whatever, or huge colleges. They can come there or to come here and have a more of a one-on-one with the teachers and help and stuff like that.
Great. Olivia. Yeah.
I learned the different ways that the beliefs of the church have changed over time from when Thomas and Alexander Campbell kind of created it to now.
Cool. Yes, Dominic.
I learned about the college and the Campbells.
Great. Okay. Anyone else have something about what you learned? So let's think about just a memory, something that you'll remember about this trip after you go home. Yes, Brooklyn.
Me being stuck on a horse because they decided to be bad and not listen to me.
Oh, Brooklyn had a frustrating experience with the horse that she rode on. Spoiler alert, that's the same horse I rode on before she did. So that was an interesting experience. All right. All right. Yes, Aubrey.
Some little kid came up to me and Kenley and said, "I like you," and winked at us, and then he showed us all the animals at the zoo afterwards.
Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. All right. Super. Anybody else with a memory you want to share? Okay. Dominic.
I like to ride horses.
That's super. That's super. Yeah, Cynthia.
I will always remember me spitting my tea out in the van because the kids were making me laugh too hard.
That's pretty good. All right. Yes, Kendall.
Just the car conversations, the interesting rap battles we've had, and all that stuff in our Crazy 8 games.
Rap battles. I know Janet has not put a recorder in her van to share any of these as we go along here. So I'm going to talk to Mia first, and then I'm going to come back to Rodney. All right. Yeah, Mia.
Whenever we sang in the van.
Yeah. Singing in the van. Right. Yeah, we have this little competition sometimes between the music that's played up front and the singing that happens from the back. And yeah, it's pretty good. All right, Rodney.
Okay, driving the church van up and down the mountains and seeing the white knuckles from my co-pilot, won't mention no names, Michael, and the singing of the kids in the back is great. It's fun. When they, we first left on Friday, it was all quiet, and then they finally, woke up, and all of a sudden they're singing in the back, and we're playing music up the 80s, 80s rock up front, and it's fun. It's just good times.
Great. Anybody else with something to share? So you're getting a little picture of the great experience that we've had on our trip to Bethany, West Virginia this weekend. And just know that as much as we know you're praying for us, we are thinking of you. And we are excited to be able to share our experiences in person once we get back to Wauseon. So blessings to you all. And thank you so much for your support and your care and your prayers along the way. See you soon.